March 2011, High Point Wellness Center hosted the Mental Fitness Summit. We did so in partnership with the Department of Psychiatry at the University of Toronto, Workplace Safety Prevention Services, CHSI, the Center for Health and Safety Innovation, and Your Workplace magazine. I'm Dr. Dwight Chapin, Clinic Director for High Point Wellness Center, located in the Center for Health and Safety Innovation. 50% of Canadian adults report high levels of stress. It means everyone is touched by mental health, mental disorder in some capacity, either directly or indirectly, with a friend, a colleague, a loved one, and we wanted to do something about that. We wanted to get out in front of the curve with innovative solutions. The Mental Health Commission of Canada estimates that the Canadian economy is charged roughly $51 billion a year related to mental health disorders. It's a huge issue. And whether we're in the boardroom helping a company design a corporate wellness solution, a health solution for their employee base to make them more productive, whether we're in the treatment room working with an executive who's struggling with the balance, the increased demands at work and their personal responsibilities, we wanted to do something. We wanted to help motivate these individuals to give them a sense of what it meant to be mentally fit. So the concept of a mental fitness summit was born. And what the summit really represents, what the concept of mental fitness really represents, simply is performing at peak levels, being the best you can be. So recognizing that the stress is there, recognizing that there are increasing demands that we're all facing, what is it that you can do to elevate your game? What is it that you can do to elevate the performance of your team in such a way that not only are you enjoying optimal health, but also that you're achieving peak performance?
I think for senior executives, the stress is often about the particular unique complexities and the ambiguities of their life. They're working to find performance in unmeasurable change. Circumstances are different. It's the pace of their life, it's the price of competitiveness in the global economy today, and it's ideally the social isolation that they accompany in their lives.
The key is to manage your stress so that the stress doesn't become harmful to you.
I've been very intrigued by work-life quality and in managing people effectively of understanding what their needs are as a person and creating that life balance. So the message I brought today was discussing flow, which is really finding where you are, where your challenges match your skill, and you're at a place where you're maximally fulfilled in both your work and who you are as a person.
I've been in practice now for 13 years, and I've had the opportunity over that time to care for some of Canada's top athletes, some of Canada's top executives in leading businesses, and it's given me a real unique insight into what makes them tick as individuals. And what fascinates me is that some folks maintain their edge and do so with tremendous skill. They seem to enjoy the ride, and others do so at tremendous sacrifice to their own personal health and well-being, or to the sacrifice of their team or the performance of their business. And so it's this first group, this group that just seems to rise to the occasion consistently, perform at top levels on a world stage, that really captured my attention and my interest. I wanted to study their behaviors. I wanted to then couple that with the best practices as well as the leading research around peak performance and optimal health, and then bring that to key decision makers, people that have an influence over their community. And through motivating and inspiring them and providing them with this information, hoping they would head back to work, head back to their communities, really charged with the responsibility to be champions, to encourage those that they work with, those in their community, to recognize what it takes to be mentally fit. What is the impact of your day-to-day decision on your health and well-being?
Hopefully with all the senior leaders in the room, you can take back to your teams and actually utilize the concepts that were discussed by the panel of professionals in discussion and make change in your workplace. Change is something that can't happen. It doesn't happen in silos. It happens in individuals, in small teams, and then grows and breeds to an organization. So my hope is for those leaving today, they take 1, 2, 3 of the tips from one of us or maybe several of us who spoke that really hit home with them, and actually apply them to their day-to-day practices.
Really make sure that you're feeling really good for what you're putting in. What you're getting out is feeling really good for you. A lot of small goals for smaller rewards are going to be really important for you to keep you motivated as you go on. This is going to be more important than setting...
We see the Mental Fitness Summit as the first conversation of many. We look to bring Canadian leaders together, charge them with the responsibility of becoming champions of mental fitness, take that concept back to their communities, and help inspire others to take the action required to get people to a point of health and well-being, teach them how to perform at optimal levels.